Do you struggle with push-ups? You're not alone.
All right, one. We're going for one.
Today, with the help of a new friend, we're breaking down the 3 most common push-up mistakes and how to fix them fast. We'll then discuss simple yet effective methods to progress your push-up strength. And stick around to the end of the video because I'll then give you a 12-week program you can follow to take your push-ups to the next level. Let's get started with mistake number 1. Too much internal rotation. When the shoulders rotate in and the elbows flare outward, your body is in a weak, unstable position, which means less power and more strain on your shoulder and elbow joints. The fix? We need to learn how to create external rotation torque. Notice how your shoulders feel when you move your shoulders into external rotation. Now create that same sensation, but keep your hands glued to the ground. That tightness in your shoulders is the feeling you want to create and maintain during your push-up. Next, depress your shoulder blades, which means pull them down to your back pockets. Then, protract, push your body away from the ground. This 3-step process of depress, protract, and external rotation torque will place your body in the best position to create strength and power. Common mistake number 2, having a loose core. A lack of core stiffness leads to energy leaks and poor alignment. The fix? Think plank position. Stiffen your full body. Hips need to be in line with the shoulders, then perform your push-up. The last common mistake is letting go of scapular depression. This places the shoulder into a compromised position. The fix? Let your shoulder blades retract naturally on the way down, but focus on keeping the scapula depressed the whole time. Practice this by pulling the shoulder blades down and then performing the push-up motion while maintaining this feeling. Notice the difference in arm position in the bottom of the push-up when the scapulas remain depressed. Once your setup and technique are dialed in, there's 3 ways that you can then build your push-up strength without resorting to just endless reps. The first is to increase the push-up range of motion by elevating your hands with a small stack of books, boxes, or plates. This allows your chest to sink lower than your hands. Doing so strengthens the pec major in a more lengthened position, which is generally considered beneficial for muscle growth. We can also slow down the tempo or pace of your push-up. For example, performing a 3-second lowering phase and a 5-second pause at the bottom is significantly more difficult compared to a regular tempo movement. This forces your muscles to stay under tension longer, which can be a key aspect to optimizing muscle growth and enhancing your technique capacity. Last, we can overload this movement by adding weight, but how you do this makes all the difference. Grab a small plate, about 10 to 25 pounds. If you place it on your upper back, it will affect scapular movement, so you want to slide it lower so that the weight is on top of your mid and lower back. This is a great way to overload the movement without sacrificing form. Now, before I give you the 12-week push-up program to follow, if you're dealing with any shoulder pain when performing these push-ups or any other injury, be sure to check out my injury fix book, Rebuilding Milo. It will walk you through the exact steps I used with some of the best athletes in the world to fix their injuries. So after this video, head on over to Amazon.com or your local bookstore and pick up your copy today. All right guys, here's our 12-week push-up program. Each phase will have you performing push-ups 3 days a week. Phase 1 is going to be weeks 1 through 2. We're going to be performing higher reps, 8 to 10 per set. And because this is a beginner program, you're going to start this at a higher box or bench with a focus on technique. If this tall box is too easy for that set and rep duration, you can go down to a smaller box. For the next block, weeks 3 through 4, we're going to increase our strength demand by lowering the reps to now 4 to 6 reps per set. And we're gonna add in a tempo. So you're going to be performing this with a 3-second lower each rep with a 5 to 10 second pause in the bottom position. Now, we're not going to be performing these from the floor yet. Instead, use a smaller box than you did the prior weeks. Because this slow tempo descent and pause will be quite difficult for some, you can drop to your knees to assist yourself back up to the top. Then, as you feel more confident, perform them without knee assistance by slowly lowering to the box, pausing, and then using your own strength to push yourself back up to the top. For the next block, weeks 5 through 8, we're increasing the strength demand even more. we're now going to be going completely from the ground and with a controlled tempo, not super slow like you did in the prior weeks. And for the last part, weeks 9 through 12, we're going to create an overload stimulus. You're going from the ground for reps of 5 to 8 reps for each one of your 3 sets, and you're going to be either adding a weight onto your mid and lower back like we talked about, or you're going to be using extended range of motion. Each one of those will allow you to create an overload stimulus that's going to be greater than just going to the floor alone using your body weight. Here's the entire 12-week program for you written out so you can take a screenshot and save on your phone. All right, you've got your push-up tutorial and a 12-week program to boost your push-up strength. Start today and drop a comment to let me know how you're progressing with it. Make sure to also subscribe to this channel so that you can get more tips on how to move better in the gym, decrease your aches and pains, and reach your true athletic potential. Let's get stronger together, guys. See you in the next video.